It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Bears and the Eagles on Sunday night primetime.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up tonight, as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for a franchise, no question. But you and I both know this, Kate. This isn't the trophy they've spent all season thinking about. It's not the ultimate prize, but it is just a step on the way to what they've been focused on all season long. Only one of these two teams is going to take that step and get that shot for the biggest trophy of them all in this league, that Lombardi Trophy.
So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair, an eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
Williams on the play action. Complete out to the right. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Williams to throw on first. That one's cut along the left sideline. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
Irving has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This throw is caught. And what a play. He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be fourth down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On the give, this is Irving. He'll cobble together a yard there. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. We're 1 quarter into the... We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Out of the pistol, Williams. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Here's the give to Irving. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Got him 5 yards back, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Williams from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
This is Henry on second. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Running once more with Henry. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now. 4th and short. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Lamar. Completes this one to Chase. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Aubrey now to kick. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
First down throw by Williams. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Now that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly, and that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Touchdown, Chicago! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all. But now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down, and they go right back to him. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Changing it up here, Jackson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory. First down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Irving on the inside give. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Williams to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running left out of the 2nd down option. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Williams to throw on first. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. And that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on 2nd. Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running right, it's Irving. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Williams. Has it down close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Irving goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Just now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. He's at the 30. The 10. Run down, and at the end, he loses the football. It's knocked free. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend...
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Here come the Bears back out on the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock. Well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. A lot of mess on the move here. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. That one splits the uprights. And the Bears make it an 11-point ball game. Right, ready to send this one away. Evans now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A draw now. This is Henry. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Yo.
Jackson now on third. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Trying down the middle with Henry. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. It's Henry on the carry. And he's brought down for a loss. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. All right, here we go. 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Running this with Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Going with King Henry here. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Williams with third and long. Trying to push it deep downfield. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Looking for an... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Gotta hurry this to the line. After the sack, another pass on second down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl.